I should let you introduce everything. You're on the right side this time.
This time. Hey everybody, welcome to Two Comic Book Juice. We're talking about The Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 2, JSS, which we don't find out what that means until pretty much the end of the episode.
Yeah. It was a good one.
Anyway, I'm Justin. I'm a managing editor over at Comic Books, and with me as always is...
Aaron, I'm the editor-in-chief over at Comic Booked.
So this is our second show. This is our second Walking Dead shows. We just jumped in here with Season 6, but we've both watched most of the other seasons, if not all at this point.
I've seen everything. I haven't watched all of Fear the Walking Dead. I watched the pilot, but I haven't watched anything else.
Same here.
Trying to get caught up on that one, but yeah.
It's separate.
Yeah, it is.
I guess we can just kind of dive into this one. It starts, and basically what we're doing is we're getting the other side of the fence story from the first episode. Right. Whereas first episode was everybody just getting the zombies on the zombie train down the road.
Can't say zombies.
What?
Can't say zombies.
Oh, whatever.
The walkers.
Walkers.
Anyway.
Zombies.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I lost train of thought. So this time we see what's going on and what was causing that horn. Right.
So yeah, it was interesting because it actually gives us a little insight into the girl, Enid, and kind of where she came from and maybe her life before Alexandria. And she writes JSS in the dirt, and she writes it on a window, and so we wonder what JSS means. And we find that out near the end. We won't spoil that because that's kind of an important thing, I think, because it tells us a little bit more about Enid and what she's been through. So, there was times earlier in especially last season, where she was sneaking over the wall, she was going outside, she was running around doing all kinds of stuff. And I definitely thought that she was working with the wolves.
Yep.
But I think after this episode, it's pretty clear that she's not. A big spoiler there for everybody, but it's clear that she's not working with them. But she's really not fit to be enclosed. Not she just feels like she can't
stay in one place too long.
Yeah. So which is probably what we're going to see from the rest of them too. Is that maybe this walled city is just not the safest place. So.
Not if the other group's able to get in,
No, the wolves, we definitely see the wolves take a pretty heavy toll on the group in this episode. Right off the bat, we find out what the horn is, and it's a semi-truck that runs into the wall. Maggie and Deanna were out scoping out what the expansion was going to look like, and Maggie's very hopeful, talking about being able to plant gardens and have all these fresh vegetables and everything, and really a self-sustaining community that way. It's great. But then all of that's kind of shattered with the attack of the wolves. And it's interesting because the wolves are they're just so desperate in their actions. It's like some of the things that they say throughout there too. Yeah, definitely savage. I mean, the one guy just hacking up the bodies in little pieces, which I thought was really weird. And another guy was doing that too. It wasn't just their savagery; it was just what they were doing. I mean, it's just strange. Anyway,
they weren't concerned with like time or anything like that. They were just taking their time hacking people up.
Yeah. Yep. It was very interesting. Almost like this was. Them coming in was kind of a way to test everybody in the city and see what their reaction was to it all.
Yeah, like they were sending a message.
Yeah. So I don't know. Carol, I loved Carol in this episode. She's one of my favorite characters. Definitely, she has to kind of hide this side of her that we see in this episode, where she really is the combat veteran. She's the
super assassin. Yeah,
that's right. Reminded me of like Assassin's Creed or something. She's got a hood and she's got the thing up and she's running around killing everything. Pretty cool. But it's this episode is really about a lot of people finding their roles that they didn't expect to get stuck into. Ronnie, the little boy or the young boy. He's always this tough guy, and he shows himself to be not so tough in there. Carol shows herself to be the protector, but maybe a little, I don't know, little on the harsh side. Um, Morgan shows himself to be strong, but he's got such uh, a battle going on in his mind that he doesn't want to kill. He
Yeah, it's like
doesn't
a
think that
super
we need
moral
to kill.
conflict for him.
Right, right. But he even said we don't have to kill.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys weren't given a choice. They were not giving a choice. In fact, he fights with one of them, and they said to him, "You can't do it, can you?
Yeah.
You just can't, can you?" And he looks at Morgan, and Morgan looks at him, and he's like, "You should have." So I mean, that kind of thing is just really odd. Like, what is it that drives these people to be so desperate in their actions?
Right.
Is it what the one guy said to Morgan? Because he's and this is nearer to the end of the episode, but he says to them, get out while you still have a choice. Or you choose this life, and you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said, we didn't choose. So that makes you wonder how did they become wolves? What happened? Did they get pressed into service? Because we saw a couple of the guys with people chained up, and they were hauling them out of the town. So are they taking slaves back, turning them in, brainwashing them to be wolves, then sending them out to hunt? Don't know. We'll find out more.
Also, there was toward the end there was a part where somebody found a bag with pictures in it.
Yep.
Of
And
the
that came
camp. So, I
from
mean, maybe we got somebody on the inside here working with the wolves.
No, actually, those bags were what? So Aaron is a recruiter. Aaron's the guy who was helping with the surgery, the attempted surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been a recruiter. He's the one who found Rick and his group last season, and he carried those messenger bags. And in the messenger bags were a pack of pictures of the town. And so he would show them, here's what we have. Here's the city. Here's everything we've got. And it was just a way to entice people to come.
Right.
People that he deemed worthy to come to the town.
Right.
So had they gotten a hold of one, that's what it kind of seemed like. Or had the guy found it in the town and was taking it back to his people?
True. Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't really sure if he brought it in with them or if they were taking it out. So yeah, it was interesting because it's like, here's the pictures of everything we have, and oh my gosh, this is circulating out there potentially for people to see what we have. So
we're telling everybody where we're at. We're inviting them here.
Well, and Rick told him the first episode, he said, no more recruiting. Because you don't know what's out there. You don't know who you're going to get. Mm-hmm. And, look what they got with them. Rick and Carol and everybody. So I think they were lucky that Rick and his group decided to join them. But, it's a scary world. That's the thing. There's still people, and I think Deanna's finally kind of woken up to that, and as she sat in that semi-truck and looked in the mirror at herself, that this world is not like the world we're used to. It's a new, scary freaking world, and we've got to change with it. So,
yeah,
it's interesting. We got Morgan on one side, Carol on the other side. Carol may seem like it's easier for her to kill, but it still bothers her a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of expected the one scene Morgan comes in the house. I'm like, oh, is that where the armory is? Is he going to get his head blown off by that lady standing in there holding the gun? I was just waiting for that, right? But it was good. It was very, very powerful episode. Even, Father Gabriel, Carol gives them both guns, and Morgan gives his gun to him, and he's like, I'm not good with guns, and Morgan's like, neither am I.
So tired of Father Gabriel.
I know. Well, and Eugene made an interesting statement when he was in there, and the lady who was a psychiatrist who's now basically the town doctor. What was her name? Diane? Denise. And he told Denise, "Don't be a coward."
Right.
I know.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, Eugene has been the coward. He's been there, and he's smarter than most of them there, but he's a coward. He just always has been from the start. So it's interesting because in the comics, he's actually the one who's making the munitions. He makes all the bullets for everybody.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah. But I haven't seen him really step into a role yet in in this new world. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll work. I mean,
Yeah,
so far I'm enjoying it. What we saw of what's going to happen next week, or what we presume is going to be what next week's about, should be fun too.
yeah. We're kind of flashing back now to the other half. It's almost like we got
Other side
half of
of
the
the fence.
story. Yeah, I mean Morgan came back because he was moving walkers, but he came back and he got back to the town and helped them. But in the next episode, it looks like we kind of go back to, the horn sounded, and now they're still trying to deal with this walker horde, which I don't understand why they didn't just burn them in the first place while they were all down in the pit.
Right.
We kind of talked about that. It's like,
Yeah. They
why
could
didn't
have
you
done
just
that, and every couple months go back and burn all the new ones that are there.
Right. I mean, eventually you would have piled up, and then they would have just walked right across it. But still, that would be a long time, and a lot of dead people. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like there's a better way to deal with it than to lead them all out of the pit, close enough to town to be a threat, to try to get them out the other side. I mean, there had to be a way to get rid of them so they weren't a threat anymore. But I don't know. Where's the challenge in that? I guess, right?
Right. It's not as suspenseful.
No, no. So we have a contest that we're going to try to run this week. I have, yeah, free stuff. I have The Walking Dead from AMC poster collection. This is 40 removable posters, and these are from, it looks like season 2. So we've got some a poster of Shane as a zombie, Sheriff Friendly there in the middle, Rick. Got a picture of the well walker, one of my favorite walkers. Michonne down in the corner. Then there's another walker, Merle, and Daryl, all bloody with ears around his neck. So, but lots of posters. This is just a few on the back here, but there's 40 of those, and we're going to give this away to one lucky person. And so there's going to be some stipulations because I want to make sure, we build up enough. It's really hard to give away things to the same 4 people every week. I mean, I really appreciate you watching, but we need more viewers in order to be able to continue to do this kind of stuff. So, what we need this week is a minimum of 10 likes and comments. And the dogs say so. So, if we get a minimum of 10 likes on this episode and 10 comments, we'll pick from those 10 different people one person to win this Walking Dead poster collection. So again, this is from season 2, I believe. I think it says on the side. Nope. But this is a big thanks to Insight Editions for sending this to us. Actually, they sent it to me like a year ago, and I did a giveaway on another one, and then they sent me an extra one, so we have one to give away. But this is regular $24.99 if you want to buy this. So there's 40 really nice heavy stock posters, pretty cool stuff. So let your friends know. Share this with all your Walking Dead fans that you know, so that they'll watch the show. Come on, make some comments, like us. You don't have to share and subscribe. We would love it if you subscribe, because then you can see every episode that we do every week, plus the comic book and movie and game stuff that we do as well. So I guess get some dog issues over there, Justin. Okay. So I think that's about it for tonight. We really appreciate you checking us out. Like, share, subscribe. Check out comicbook.com for more stuff. In fact, you can check out full episode reviews of season 1 and 2 right now on comicbook.com. We've also got some stuff from season 4, and I think some stuff from season 5 in there too. So there might even be some speculation for season 6 that we threw in, so you can kind of go back and see how close we are to what really happened. So, always some new stuff on there, though. New comics, new movie stuff. In fact, we had a new movie article that went up just the other day. We try to do this every week right after the show. And then I'm going to go back and we're going to do all of the season 3 episode reviews as well. So you'll have those here eventually. Yep. And I hope to get through all of them by the time maybe the show's over. So. But this is a little easier to do. Sit down and 15 or 20 minutes, record a show where we talk about the show, and hopefully you find it interesting.
Yep, especially right afterwards. This makes it quick and easy to get.
That's right, because we actually remember everybody's name, like Spencer and Deanna and everybody. So, yeah. All right. Well, we look forward to next week, and we hope you like, share, subscribe.
Yep. Appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thanks.